All right. Not sure how many people are watching this right now because it's kind of a last minute thing that we wanted to do, right?
Yep. I'm here too, just because I was here filming already with Amanda.
Yeah.
And the news kind of broke that James Gunn is back directing Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy 3.
How exciting is this? Now, from what we heard, I think it was Deadline. They're the ones who broke the story around like 11 o'clock this morning. They broke the story and they confirmed it with both Gunn's camp and with Marvel's. And then Gunn has recently tweeted, which he hasn't tweeted in months. And this is what he tweeted. He said, "I am tremendously grateful to every person out there who has supported me over the past few months. I am always learning and willing and will continue to work at being the best human I can be. I deeply appreciate Disney's decision, and I am excited to continue making films that investigate the ties of love that bind us all. I have been and continue to be incredibly humbled by your love and support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Love to you all."
Can we copy and paste that? Because that sounds like an apology letter I would be writing my wife
Yes,
later on.
exactly.
I'm going to need those words.
But this is fascinating that Disney has decided to do this. Now, from what I've read with Deadline, he'll be directing it after he finishes directing Suicide Squad 2.
So he is directing...
Yeah.
I thought he was writing Suicide Squad 2. He's also directing it?
I was in the impression he's doing both, yes.
Okay.
So he's signed on right now to write and direct Suicide Squad sequel. So it looks like he's going to be finishing that up, and then we'll have a Guardians 3. So it might be a little bit until we see it, but it looks like it's on the horizon coming up shortly.
The one thing that I read was this is going to be the last story arc with these characters. That's it. After these characters, or after this movie, there'll be, I guess, a completely different lineup, maybe a completely different director, different writer. So really cool. Like,
I know.
I'm glad that he gets to finish his story. That's what I'm excited about. That's why I wanted to do this, because I know you and I were going to be talking about it. We're going to be texting.
Yeah.
So we're like, no, let's just do because we're recording anyway. So let's just do a
recording
live
right now,
reaction. Mainly for you, because I know how giddy you get over these things.
It's so exciting because I was devastated back in, what was it, October? When
she had to go to counseling. She was pretty devastated.
When all these old, offensive, jokey tweets that he had done had surfaced, and nothing makes that okay. However, the fact that he has apologized for them in the past, and Disney was okay hiring him when all of those had already been there for a number of years anyway, and just because someone from another divisive political group was trying to demonstrate a point, I just felt like there should be no reason we need to fire this person for this job when he did such an amazing job. And I'm glad they rehired him and brought him back, because I do want to see Guardians and I want to see them finish up.
I want to see him finish his story. We knew that a lot of the actors also took a stance, right? And I always say money talks. Eventually these actors were going to cave in and be like, okay, sure, we'll let what's his name, Brett Ratner, direct Guardians 3.
And that's the problem. Like and obviously yesterday we did a trailer reaction for Endgame, and
was that yesterday?
It was yesterday.
It was my birthday.
On his birthday.
Today's the Ides of March.
Exactly.
And who said you get bad news the Ides of March? Like, this is
good
great
news.
What a way to end the weekend.
Exactly. Maybe not for Caesar, but for us, this is great news.
For Caesar. He's been dead quite a while.
But I remember mentioning yesterday that Kevin Feige had said, they are kind of not really focusing on Guardians 3 right now. They're kind of putting on the back burner. So, eating my words, or I guess Kevin Feige must be eating his words, I'm not quite sure, but with this news, it goes to show you that they are still planning on doing Guardians 3, and that something is actually happening. And that is very exciting, because, we all know from after Far From Home, we have no idea what the future of the MCU holds.
I'm excited because I hate when things don't end up going the way that the original vision was supposed to go. I'm really talking about X-Men. X-Men 1 and 2. Bryan Singer had a vision. He had an idea for Phoenix. Brett Ratner came in, and that is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Superman 1 and 1 and 2 filmed back to back, and unfortunately he didn't get to see his vision because the studios and him argued. So that's it. They hired somebody else to come in as a director and finish up the shots of Superman 2. Because the ending for Superman 1 was actually the ending of Superman 2. So
yeah. Rick... go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, Rick Nelson brought up a good point that he said this decision was made months ago, so it's a good PR drop. And I guess that is it is a good... If it was made months ago, the reason why, what do you think the reason is? Is it just the PR for waiting to have it drop now when we're in the midst of all of the Marvel boom with Captain Marvel just coming out, Endgame... hype is that it's getting to its peak because we're almost here at end of it all.
I haven't even thought of that because I literally just heard the news like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I haven't even processed it.
I was on Twitter and there it was, and it just was shocking.
I was just like, okay, let's record and talk about it with people that happen to be watching and not working on a Friday.
All of you, thank you for getting on here and watching it with us.
Because
Kyla said, they just announced it like today is when Deadline dropped the article, and it's been all over. So it was today, like 11 o'clock, I think.
Is that 11 o'clock Eastern Standard or Pacific time?
Because Pacific time.
Oh, then it just
so 1
dropped
o'clock.
for us.
Yeah,
like
for us
it
just dropped a couple out. Yeah.
So I don't know. Unless they're going to add Captain Marvel to the lineup of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which could very well because she was in Bendis' run, but
there you go.
Because I love that about Guardians of the Galaxy. Even during Jim Valentino's run, and then of course DNA's run, they've always had an interchangeable lineup.
Yeah,
and it's wonderful because you have all these cosmic characters you can borrow from, and now that we've gotten Silver Surfer and a couple of other characters like Galactus and all these cosmic characters back from Fox.
Exactly.
Man, just it's an endless possibilities of where you can go with this franchise, and I am so excited. Whether James Gunn finishes out his story and somebody else comes in afterwards and does their own story with a new set of Guardians, whatever, that's cool.
It doesn't matter, but at least he gets to finish it out, and we all get to see the end of the story that we have grown to love on screen so well, directed by his vision, and that's the way it should go. I mean, we've seen it with the Russo brothers when they've started with their saga with Captain America and then ending with their Avengers. I can't imagine.
It's weird because I never
putting someone else in charge of those movies.
Well, not me. I always thought it was going to be Joss Whedon. I wanted to see Joss Whedon finish out his vision of Avengers, and then later on he came out and said he had no idea what Thanos' drive was, right?
Yeah, he did. He did.
So I'm glad that somebody else came in. So it could be good and bad that somebody comes in and finishes out somebody's original idea. We could go the Brett Ratner way, or we could go the Russo brothers way with Avengers. Not that Joss Whedon's Avengers was bad. That's actually my favorite
but I think he
movie.
just really didn't know what direction that they were going next, and that's the problem.
So do we have everybody back on board? Because they have a contract, right? So we have like Chris Pratt, Zoe,
none of them, as far as
Batista.
I know, none of them had ever said they were, except for Batista. He was very vocal about wanting to end his contract and things like that. But he never formally said he was ending his contract
Batista
with
broke
Marvel.
them. That's who broke Disney.
I hope it is Batista.
He went over to Phoenix House.
Or maybe it's because they couldn't find, because Taika Waititi said he had no interest in doing it. He was not going to.
Really? No interest in doing it.
He just did not. He just didn't want to take over for someone he didn't want to do that. So he was not going to take over. And I don't blame him. That's hard. Those are hard shoes to fill. I mean, not that Taika Waititi would have been great at it. He would have. But I'm just saying, No,
it is tough. Like, because he was already setting up Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
He was already setting up what was going to be Guardians 3. Now, we do know that Guardians 3 takes place after.
Yes.
Endgame, right?
Yes,
it's not
exactly.
before Endgame. They're not going to do one of those movies.
So obviously after Endgame, we're going to see what happens there as far as our lineup's concerned. Mm-hmm. We all know what happened after the snap, so we all know who's gone. As far as the snap is concerned.
Yes, they're all going to stay dead. Right.
Yeah, the only one I'm curious about is going to be Gamora. To see how they bring her back. She'll be back. I know. Cosmic mumbo jumbo and all that stuff. I know it's possible.
Comic book science.
That's
how you explain everything.
However, it's going to be interesting to see now what James Gunn has planned, and we all get to see it finally.
I just want to see his Adam Warlock. I'm so excited
Me
that's
too.
back.
Me
and
too.
I want to see him introduce Nova. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just excited about this. So... Is that it?
No, that's everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
everything.
I just wanted to capture
everything.
Our
excitement about it. And we're here. We're filming our Reels Talk episode that's going to drop tomorrow about. Yeah, tomorrow.
I gotta edit tonight.
I gotta
edit.
It's dropping tomorrow about the second quarter of movies. So everything coming out April, May, and June. We may briefly talk about Endgame. We may not. We've already kind of extensively talked about it.
Never heard of that movie.
But yeah, exactly. So since we're already here, we figured we'd do this quickly and talk to you guys. And Rick Nelson has a question. The important question: does this take place between Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Infinity War? You talking about Guardians 3? I have had
Undisputed book. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. We're assuming it came after Endgame, that it would happen after that.
I was reading the comments. What was the question?
Oh, the question was the important question: does this take place between Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Infinity War?
That's what I was asking Amanda. I guess she didn't hear my question.
No, I did. No, I think it.
You think it takes place after?
I think it's going to. You mean Guardians 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to take place after. Because we need to see how the lineup goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's your answer. I think so too, because we haven't we haven't seen those other characters that are supposed to appear in here, like Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Which I assume it's Adam Warlock.
They can't tease him at the end of that.
Could be a red herring and be Black Bolt in that cocoon, which, whatever. Marvel Studios can do their own thing. But
there you go. But no, I think that's it. Let's see. What else in the chat?
Sure.
After seeing Rocket in that DNA suit. Oh, I know. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. Yeah, I do. Class C Ulysses, I think it will take after Endgame. And they do. They all have to have it in the Guardians 3. That suit, that would be awesome if they did have that suit.
I've seen a picture, so that suit is like a modification of the Ant-Man suit.
Yes,
apparently.
it is, yeah.
I never noticed until somebody did a close-up of it, how close it is to his suit. And I think he's wearing his suit under those suits, whatever those suits are. It's time travel suits, quantum suits,
I still think they're quantum suits. I think I've been following a lot of the Instagram, pages I follow. They have been doing leaks of, like, designs or for like toys and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they're called quantum suits in these designs, like on
those
the
damn
packaging.
toys have been spoiling
the
movies
toys have
for
been
us.
spoiling the movies for a while. If anyone
I remember the Lego Hulk.
Start searching for them.
Or the Hulk, what was it, the Hulkbuster.
Yes.
It was revealed in the Lego
exactly
set. But all right, can we please get 5? Yes! Oh my god, I would love that, Gio.
Yeah.
But unfortunately I don't think there's a lineage though of Marvel, right? Because we learned that in the Captain Marvel movie. So unless she had kids,
she could have. She could have them on Kree. We don't know.
Oh man,
there's not enough of her backstory.
Her
Marvel's
Moon
backstory. Dragon
and Quasar. Oh, dude, the possibilities are endless. I can't wait.
Is. Classy, Lucy. I miss Captain America's beard. I do as well.
Well, he had it in the trailer for 5 minutes.
He did, for 5 minutes. Again, we still don't know where all this stuff takes place. What's 5 minutes after the end? What's just happens right after the snap, and what takes place years after the snap. So that'll be interesting to see.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Amanda,
do
us the honors.
All right. So we got to get to filming this episode for you guys. It's going to drop tomorrow around 11 o'clock. So thank you all for tuning into our live stream about the James Gunn decision. We are very excited here at Near Mint Condition.
Yes.
Yes.
We speak for everybody.
We speak for all of them. We don't care. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that bell for notifications for more great Near Mint Condition content. Remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at NearMintCon. And remember, everyone, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Talk to y'all later.
Go turn off the live feed now.
And there goes all my stuff.
See, that's the stuff we leave out on the bloopers.
This is what we leave out in the bloopers, guys. You get to see it because Omar has to walk around to turn everything off.